American and Chinese aircraft carriers face off. What happened next? American and Chinese aircraft carriers met face-to-face in the vastness of the ocean. This is not just routine maneuvers or patrols, it's a symbolic confrontation between two worlds. Two superpowers whose struggle for dominance in the 21st century is gaining momentum. What will happen when these giants, carrying dozens of fighters and thousands of crew members, find themselves within sight of each other? A simple exchange of glances through binoculars or a provocation that could ignite a global conflict? You'll find out soon in our video. So let's head to the world's oceans. Today, the sea has become the arena for a new confrontation reminiscent of the Cold War, but with much higher stakes. This is especially true for the South China Sea, which China claims as its own, ignoring the interests of other countries in the region. Every movement, every radio transmission or fighter jet takeoff could change the rules of the game in a region that's long been a source of tension. Now imagine two aircraft carriers meeting there, an American and a Chinese one. It's like two lions meeting in a territory each considers their own. The American aircraft carrier symbolizes undeniable leadership and military power, while the Chinese one represents the ambitions of a rising superpower. This moment's like a chess game where every move could be fatal for one of the players. The world holds its breath. Who will break the fragile balance first? And what will it be? A show of force or a chance for dialogue? Let's analyze the possible scenarios and consequences of this fatal encounter. Comparing aircraft carriers, two machines of war on the brink of collision. When the giants of the ocean, American and Chinese aircraft carriers, collide in maritime space, it's more than just a meeting of two ships. It's a demonstration of what their nations are capable of. Each of these colossi is the pinnacle of their country's engineering prowess, embodying strength and ambition. But who will come out on top? Let's say the two flagships come nose to nose. On the American side, there's the USS Gerald R. Ford. On the Chinese side, the Fujian. American aircraft carrier, Gerald R. Ford, redefining the rules of the game. The United States has put forward its leader, the USS Gerald R. Ford, the flagship model of a new generation. This vessel is not just a floating airfield, it's a full-fledged city on the water, equipped with advanced technologies. Displacement, more than 100,000 tons. A true monster on the maritime stage. Aviation capabilities, up to 90 aircraft and helicopters, including 5th-generation F-35C fighters and time-tested FA-18 Super Hornets. These machines can destroy targets in the air and on the ground, breaking through even the most complex air defense systems. Technological innovations. Electromagnetic catapults that allow for faster and more efficient aircraft launches, as well as an advanced arresting system that ensures safe landings even under the most challenging conditions. Radar and air defense. A modern AN Spy-3 radar system and integrated defense systems ensure complete dominance in the information space. Chinese aircraft carrier, Fujian, an ambitious contender for supremacy. The Gerald R. Ford is confronted by the Fujian, which China is promoting as a new symbol of its military power. This aircraft carrier represents years of effort by the country and its aspirations to catch up with and surpass the West. Displacement, about 85,000 tons, slightly smaller than the Ford but still impressive. Air group, up to 40 aircraft including J-15 fighters, which are a Chinese version of the Soviet Su-33 fighter, and in the future modernized J-35s, which are China's answer to the American F-35. However, the J-15 has already faced criticism for limited flight range and insufficient maneuverability. Technologies. For the first time, China's equipped its aircraft carrier with electromagnetic catapults, although their reliability remains questionable. Defense. The Fujian lags behind its American counterpart in terms of air defense and radar systems, making it more vulnerable to attacks. Aircraft carriers are not alone. The carrier strike groups of the US and China. An aircraft carrier is not just a giant ship carrying aircraft, it's the center of a vast, powerful, and highly organized system known as a carrier strike group, CSG. Neither the American nor the Chinese carrier operates alone. They're accompanied by entire fleets providing defense, reconnaissance, offensive power, and support. The composition and strength of these groups often determine the combat capability of the entire carrier. American Carrier Strike Group, the epitome of military might. American carrier strike groups are considered the gold standard worldwide. Each CSG operates with a clear hierarchy, integrating numerous ships into an almost autonomous combat mechanism. The group includes the aircraft carrier itself, 1 or 2 Ticonderoga-class cruisers equipped with powerful Aegis air and missile defense systems capable of intercepting any airborne threats, including hypersonic missiles, 4 to 6 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers that provide anti-submarine defense and protect the CSG from air and sea threats. At least 1 multi-purpose nuclear submarine capable of conducting covert reconnaissance and attacking enemy ships. Supply ships ensuring the group has fuel, ammunition, and provisions. Chinese Carrier Strike Group. Ambitions to keep up. For China, carrier strike groups are a relatively new direction. The first fully operational CSG was formed only in recent years, but progress in this area has been objectively impressive. China's building aircraft carriers and escort ships significantly faster than the US and is already working on a new aircraft carrier with electromagnetic catapults and likely a nuclear reactor for power generation.